morning, people. I hope you are well. You might be watching this evening. If you are watching evening, good evening, people. I also hope you're well. So, today I'm going to be giving you some tips to grow your back, but also we're going to be trying out this cranberry juice thing. I don't know if you've seen it. It went a bit viral on TikTok and YouTube, and it's basically Eddie Hall talking about how the antioxidants in cranberry juice make you a little bit stronger and recover a bit better. So, here's the video.
Right, on 100 people over 12 weeks, training weight for 12 weeks. 50 of them drank water, 50 of them drank cranberry juice. 50% that drank cranberry juice were on average 20% stronger than the ones that did.
Oh, really?
Put it down to the antioxidant.
Oh, antioxidants.
It helps you repair, helps flush all the lactic acid out, helps you repair.
So we're going to be giving that a try. It's a really good time for me to try it as well because, like I said, I'm in the aggressive stages of a cut. My strength hasn't been going up, so it'll be probably the perfect time to give this a go. So first things first is grab the cranberry juice from the shops. And it's a pretty good day today. It's not too hot. Yesterday literally just felt like a hairdryer in my face all day. This is some nice weather, a little palm tree. The vibes are there today. So cranberry juice is secured. Today though, there are people walking around with umbrellas and it's confusing me a bit, to be honest. Like, I don't know if they know something I don't know. I don't know if they're not experiencing the sun I'm experiencing. Like, is it going to rain soon, or is it like, I don't know, but it's wigging me out a little bit. I know the study said that they drank cranberry juice instead of water, but I'm still going to drink my water, do you know what I mean? It's fucking hot out here, so I'm not going to replace it with water, but I'll just get it in on top of the water. So I'm going to get the first glass of it in now, and then I'm probably going to pour the rest in a bottle to take to the gym with me. And I always drink out of wine glasses. I think it makes drinks taste so much nicer. I think you shouldn't overlook the glass. The glass impacts the taste, it genuinely does. What else was I going to say? It tastes fucking good, to be fair. That is lovely. But I'm actually really excited to do this because at the moment I'm reading a book called, I think it's called The Placebo. And it's about all these studies where people have genuinely believed something so much that it's become true. Like, it's about people who got wrongly diagnosed with cancer and they've died, and then in their autopsies found out they didn't even have cancer, but where they was in this like headspace of like, yeah, I have got it, ended up dying, their body shutting down. So I'm going into this with a very open mind. I mean, you got the strongest man in the world telling you that it does work, so whether it's a placebo effect or not, I'm going in like open-minded to it, like that it does work. Because obviously Eddie Hall's someone you want to listen to when it comes to building some fucking strength. I'm going to base this more off of how I feel rather than the actual numbers, purely because I've only been out here for like just under 2 weeks. I've been using all new equipment, just trying to get used to it, that mind muscle connection, just getting into it. So rather than being like, oh, like I got this man last time, I'm going to do it off how I feel, because I think that is the most important thing. Do you know, you can feel it. Some days you walk into the gym and you can feel the strength, you feel good. Whereas other days you feel like you're just not all there with your energy levels, your strength levels. So the energy drink was such a G. I walked in, she was like, oh, you're late today. But yeah, but we've gone for this one because I didn't want to not get an energy drink because I'm used to having caffeine, so I think that like the cranberry juice not making any effect, but obviously it just becomes low caffeine. So when we hit back, I like to do some weird shit before I start. It sounds weird because like your back's the only muscle you can't see, so my mind muscle connection is something I really struggle with for it. So like when I first get here, I just do some weird shit like first 5 minutes, just like play around with it, not like actual sets. Just let it in, it slowly come up, feel it lengthen, just coming down, really squeezing. Like, similar to pre-exhaustion, I guess, but I like to go on a few different things and just play around with it. And then after a while, I start to really feel my back. And I think, yeah, like I'm ready for my session. And make sure you are, because I've literally trained back for hours before back in the day, and I genuinely did not feel my back at all once the whole fucking session, but it's one of them things. So yeah, don't underestimate the importance of mind muscle connection. My first tip was going to be use straps, and I fucking forgot my straps. But honestly, try using straps, they help so much. Like, especially sometimes your grip will go before your back's even fucking hit failure. Same like your biceps, like if you look at the size of your back compared to your biceps can get fatigued as fuck, and you think like, oh yeah, that set's done. Your back's still got a lot in the locker, so I use figure of 8 straps, and I only started using about a year ago, and I noticed such a difference. You can really get those extra few reps, and because you ain't focusing on your grip, you just get that engagement a bit more, you feel that contraction a bit more, you can really squeeze. So I'm a massive fan of them, but fucking I've forgotten. And literally every back exercise, your focus wants to be on bringing your elbow to your hip. A really good one to do as well is if you go on like an assisted pull-up, and literally, just so, because you've got the assistance, you can come to the top, really squeeze the top for like 2 seconds, and when you come back down after, you feel your fucking back beautifully. See, a lot of people when they're training their back, they're not focusing on any of the contractions at all, like they're just throwing it towards them, back, forth, back, forth. I like to really slow things down so you feel it in the length position. You can really feel it like that. And there's tension on the muscle here. And then when I drive my elbows to my hips, I'm really squeezing. That's when I can feel that engagement there. So just taking it nice and slow. I remember Mike Thurston talking about how he used to spend like, when he first went to training, he'd spend a whole session on like one machine, dedicating just getting that mind muscle connection with it. Really practicing where you feel it, when you slow it down, where it feels best. Just making sure you know what muscle group you're working, where you're engaging. That's what I find works pretty well for me, because like I said, when it comes to back, I focus on the mind muscle connection a lot more than any other muscle group. Other muscle groups, it feels like it comes a lot more natural. With back, it just doesn't. An absolute centre back of a woman. She fucking had a go at me. I was going to work, that walked past her tripod. Fucking serious. Like giving it, mate. That's the sort of girl you want to stay away from. Honestly, her arms are fucking out here. She's the sort of girl I was thinking about who'd stick me in a headlock. But I wouldn't even. I don't want to fucking get hated on already. Don't want to get cancelled already, but I wouldn't even count it as like fighting a woman. She was fucking huge. As I'm making a video on it, I've made a lot more of a conscious effort as well, like with what I'm doing with my back day. So I can really fucking feel my back now. It's feeling so good. So I'm gonna make sure every time I do train, I'm gonna spend longer on getting that back contraction at the beginning, feeling that engagement, because honestly it feels so good right now. Like any other movement I go on to, I'm gonna feel it beautifully. But my exercise selection in here today is gonna be a bit crazy because obviously I'm just buzzing to be here. It's like best gym in the world. I'm not going like, oh, I'm only doing a few exercises. I'm just going around and fucking everything. I'm just gonna have the best day ever. It feels like I'm in heaven. Yeah, when it comes to exercise selection, because there's so many machines in here, like things I've not seen in my life before, not even on YouTube, I'm just going through everything, just want to enjoy myself. Don't get to train here often, do you? So I'm just playing around with everything. When it comes to your exercise selection, just make sure it's movements like you can really feel ones you actually enjoy. Everyone's got their own preference. Everyone has that movement that just fucking hits the sweet spot for them. So just choose your selections, your exercise selection based on ones you actually enjoy. And like you want to mix your obviously like pull down and rowing movements. In your back, you're doing shit single-handed as well. Like I noticed such a difference in my mind muscle connection. That's weird, right? My right side is so much better than my left side. I can really feel it with my right side. I can really get that squeeze. My left, I was struggling with it. So we are back home now, and I'm not even joking. That was probably the best back session I've had in my entire life, but there is no way I'm putting it down to the Cranberry. First year I trained at Banús, the best gym in the world. I was buzzing to be there. I went on literally like every single machine, and because I was making the video and I was giving like tips on how to train well and like things that help me when I'm training my back, I had that conscious effort to actually do everything right. You know, like if you're just going into the gym, you've got to be quick. You're not focusing on everything. You're like just get in, get out kind of thing. But where I literally took that time to go through things that helped me, I was consciously making the effort to do it. But honestly, I can feel the pain. Like it is in agony. Even when I was holding my camera walking out the gym, I could feel my back, and now it is an agony. What I will put it down to, which will benefit you as well, is go in there already knowing what you're going to do to make sure it's a good session. Like I went in with the tips to give to you guys, but obviously I was doing it myself. Like I had that conscious effort to actually do it. So go in knowing exactly what you're going to do to make sure it's a good session, and going with that positive mindset. Like I went in thinking I've got an advantage today, I'm doing something that's going to give me an advantage. So I had that positive outlook, that placebo effect. And honestly, I cannot tell you how good it was. The contractions were insane. Like the machines in there are unbelievable. So next time you get in the gym, use pre-exhaustion methods, like just first 5-10 minutes, just any isolation movement which you always feel like you get that good contraction with that good squeeze. Just spend time doing that, and even just do weird shit. Like I was just letting it come up, so I'm really feeling when it's engaging. Just come down slow, just like playing around with it, just so I can feel all the fibers in my back. And genuinely, after like 10 minutes, I could feel everything, and it improved my whole session. Because when it comes to pre-exhaustion, the studies on it, the research on it, like it's not good at all. It's pretty shit. But that's the thing that annoys me. So certain things they can't back up with studies. It's hard to back things up, and that's why I hate when people are like, oh, you have to do it this way because this study says this is optimal. But you can also find studies that say, oh no, that's the wrong way, this way is optimal. So always just try things for yourself and feel what works for you, because I honestly cannot explain how much it is helping me. Like beforehand I used to do it a little bit, but lately I'm obsessed with it. It's fully helping every single session so much. But that back day was honestly made by it. I can feel everything. It fucking feels beautiful. So please do try it. One thing I absolutely hate about like the fitness industry, bodybuilding industry, is people pretend to be these positive people that want to see people do well and stuff. Like so these gym people are like, yeah, come on, I want to see everyone do well. But they try and get views by hating on other people's workouts, like slating other people's workouts. Well, it fucks me off, because it's like you're just going by like studies on, yeah, some person says this is optimal, some person says that's optimal, when every single person is different. Like everyone's physiology is different. Some people are going to feel things better doing it which you perceive as wrong. Like there's movements which people hate on, and I see slag off all the time, which I feel so good. Like it just works for me. So if someone says like the movements you like are shit, like they're not optimal, if you feel them well and you like the movements, fucking do it. Like you go to the gym to enjoy yourself, you go to progress obviously, but yeah, don't be one of them people who are just hating on other people. Fucking, they watch like JPG 3 times in their life and they're like, yeah, no, that's not optimal, this is optimal. But like, it's so hard to see what is wrong and what is right, because you get indirect evidence, you get research that says this works, when you get research that says this doesn't work. It's so easy for studies to come out both ways. So literally just find what you enjoy, find what works for you and stick to that. Don't worry what anyone else says. You're doing it for you, you're doing it to enjoy yourself. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you've enjoyed. I hope you can take on them tips, and let me know if you do find them beneficial. Try them in your sessions, let me know what you think. And I can't put an answer on it whether this does help or not. I mean, I had the best session of my life, but I'm not putting it down to the cranberry juice. So maybe I might have to try using it more often, see if I do notice like an improvement in sessions, not just like a one-off kind of thing. But yeah, thank you for watching. A new video every Sunday and Wednesday, 6:30.